I'm Managing Editor Kim Schmidt. Welcome to On the Record. Here's a look at what's currently impacting the ag equipment industry. As ag equipment sales continue to decline, a Rabobank report suggests that consolidation among manufacturers is likely. Kenneth Zuckerberg and Harry Schmidt, who wrote the report, say it's unlikely the pressure on tractor and combine sales will stabilize until 2017 at the earliest. The contraction in revenues has been particularly bad, they say, with the three major OEMs reporting revenue declines in North America from 22% to 37%. Long-term, Rabobank says the industry will need to restructure itself to address three major challenges. These challenges include the mature nature of North American market offers limited organic growth opportunities, ongoing farm consolidation that has resulted in larger corporate-style farms, and growers operating in a new normal environment of severe weather and droughts. Zuckerberg and Schmidt suggest three scenarios for manufacturer consolidation in response to these challenges. The first option is a merger among the five largest players behind Deere to create a true competitive peer to the industry leader. The next option is acquisitions by the five next largest players to develop further scale and capabilities by buying smaller harvesting and implement manufacturers. And finally, expansion into new or adjacent markets in order to accelerate growth. This could include grain storage and treatment, feed processing, chemical blending, animal storage and protein production systems, and milking equipment. The authors say they see these scenarios emerging over the next 12 to 24 months. In Dealers on the Move this week, Hendershot Equipment Company is now an authorized Mahindra dealer and will offer the complete line of products at its Stevensville, Texas location. Hendershot Equipment was named a best-in-class dealership in Farm Equipment's Dealership of the Year program in both 2007 and 2008. And now here's Technology Editor Jack Zemlicka with a report from the Technology Corner.
Thanks, Kim. Selling used machinery remains a challenge for many farm equipment dealers working with fiscally conservative customers in today's ag market. A recently launched program is offering dealers a new alternative to letting tractors, combines, or other implements sit on the lot until the right customer comes along. Kansas City-based FarmLink, a technology provider of data analytics and equipment solutions for combines, developed Machinery Link Sharing. The online resource lets retailers coordinate short or long-term equipment rentals with farm customers. Dealers set the rental price and customers make online reservations based on need, then publicly rate the retailer based on satisfaction and machinery performance. The program is designed to help dealers increase equipment turns and generate supplemental income, according to Dan Alcazar, Vice President of Marketing with FarmLink.
If a dealer is sitting on a used sprayer for 6 months before selling it, but is able to rent it out for a single week at $100 an hour for 40 hours, he covers months' worth of floor plan interest for all of his inventory. And in addition, he still has the opportunity to sell that piece of equipment. The depreciation associated with the usage on the 1-week rental would be minimal, so in total, the rental allows the dealer to generate significantly more incremental financial value for his business.
While there is no membership fee for dealers to participate, FarmLink receives a commission on each transaction, but the agreement is entirely negotiated by the dealer and the customer based on need and availability. Alcazar adds that 20 years ago, a program like this likely wouldn't have gotten much traction, but it's one that makes more sense in today's equipment marketplace. Since its launch in August, the equipment sharing program has had more than 38 dealers enroll, along with hundreds of individual farmers. Back to you, Kim.
Thanks, Jack. According to survey results from the Association of Equipment Manufacturers, OEMs expect whole goods of large equipment to continue to be down for the next 12 months. Survey participants expect lawn and garden equipment and tractors to be up by 1 to 5% in 2016. And AEM suggests the outlook for tractors is likely driven by small horsepower models. Components and attachments are largely expected to increase across the board, except for harvesting equipment and soil working, seeding, fertilizing, and planting equipment. Almost 60% of manufacturers surveyed say new orders for both ag whole goods and components and attachments have fallen. About 42% of manufacturers reported flat to rising whole goods production, and 37% say production of ag components and attachments is flat or increasing versus the same time last year. Much like the manufacturers, farm equipment dealers are most optimistic about sales of lawn and garden equipment. The results of Ag Equipment Intelligence's 2016 Business Trends and Outlook survey reveals that nearly 40% of dealers expect 2016 lawn and garden equipment sales to improve by 2% or more over 2015. The number 2 spot goes to GPS and precision farming tools, followed by two-wheel drive tractors under 40 horsepower and two-wheel drive tractors 40 to 100 horsepower. Mower conditioners round out the top 5 products for improving sales. Unsurprisingly, combines were at the bottom of the list, with just 7.3% of dealers expecting sales to improve over 2015. The complete report will be sent to Ag Equipment Intelligence subscribers later this month. ArtsWay, a diversified manufacturer of ag equipment, announced its third quarter earnings on October 1st. Sales for the quarter were down 40.6%. This drop was due largely to decreased sales in the ag equipment segment. Sales for the ag segment were down 48% compared to the same quarter last year. While demand for all of ArtsWay's ag products are down, sales for its universal harvester reel were down by nearly 70% year to date compared to the prior year. Looking ahead, Chairman Mark McConnell says he's looking at the fourth quarter with cautious optimism. ArtsWay had profits of $468,000 in the fourth quarter last year. McConnell says he doesn't expect the coming quarter to be that good, but at the same time, he says they don't expect anything to be as bad as this past third quarter. And now from the Ag Equipment Archives. In 1959, Melrose Manufacturing introduced the harrow weeder, the first harrow to use flexible coil spring teeth instead of rigid ones. Harrows prior to the harrow weeder broke down often in hard soil, inspiring E.G. Melrose to design and produce the modified version with coil springs, which he named the harrow weeder. By using springs, the device gently stirred the soil and pulled up small weeds with shallow roots. It could cultivate 16 or 24 rows of corn, taking 55-foot passes. As always, we welcome your feedback. You can send comments to kschmidt@lespub.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.